drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
First down, Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 5.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Prescott from the gun on third. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Prescott now from the 50. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Murray finds the open target, Arnold, and he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Christian Kirk. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Kenyon Drake.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray, and he fires one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack, and there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
16 yards, a 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This to Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Zerline on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Murray now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. Now Elliott. And the reinforcements. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Zerline to
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Murray, and he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
1st down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Prescott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down. the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 14-11, a minute 39 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Back to throw, Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Murray to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is Tony Pollard. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
This is Elliott. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Prescott.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was taken.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. What can Murray do now with his drive? And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.